Today, I'm talking about one of the biggest crypto scandals in Nigerian history. This is the story of Patricia, a company that went from being Nigeria's crypto darling to a cautionary tale that left thousands of customers devastated. What started as a simple WhatsApp gift card exchange became a multi-million-dollar crypto empire. But behind the success story lay security vulnerabilities. This is not just a story about technology, this is a story about broken promises and what happens when trust is shattered. Back in 2015, Nigeria's fintech scene was just beginning to heat up. Cryptocurrency was not yet on everyone's lips, and most people had never heard of Bitcoin. But in this environment, a young entrepreneur named Fejiro Hanu Agboje had an idea that would change everything. It all started when Fejiro himself became a victim of fraud. His uncle in the United States had sent him a 30,000 naira gift card as his monthly allowance. When Fejiro tried to exchange this gift card for cash online, he fell victim to a scam. The fraudsters took his gift card details and disappeared with his money. But instead of just accepting his loss, Fejiro saw an opportunity. If he was getting scammed, then thousands of other Nigerians were probably facing the same problem. So he decided to build a platform where people would safely exchange their gift cards for cash. That was how Patricia was born. The company started small, operating through WhatsApp groups where young Nigerians would exchange phone credit and online gift cards. It was a humble beginning, but Fejiro had bigger dreams. He understood that Nigeria was ripe for a financial revolution. Growing up in a country where access to banks was not always easy, where inflation was constantly eating away at people's savings, and where international money transfers were expensive and slow, Fejiro recognized that blockchain technology could be the solution. By 2019, Fejiro made a pivotal decision. He transitioned Patricia from gift card exchange to cryptocurrency trading. The timing could not have been better. Nigeria was about to become the world's fastest growing cryptocurrency market. Between 2017 and 2021, Nigeria had the highest rate of cryptocurrency trading globally. The numbers were staggering. Nigeria had more Google searches for Bitcoin than any other country. Nearly 24% of Nigerians online owned some form of cryptocurrency. Trading volumes on platforms like Binance were surpassing $1 million per day. This crypto boom was driven by real economic needs. Young Nigerians were using cryptocurrency to bypass inflation, to send money internationally without expensive bank fees, and to participate in global markets that were previously out of reach. Unlike international crypto exchanges that focused on large investors, Patricia targeted everyday Nigerians. The platform offered services that Nigerians could understand. You could buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether using Nigerian Naira through payment methods that Nigerians were familiar with. Their marketing was brilliant. They used social media campaigns and grassroots organizing to build trust and brand awareness. But beyond the marketing, what really made Patricia special was its ability to tap into Nigeria's informal economy. Many users who had never made a crypto trade before were introduced to digital assets through Patricia. Fejiro became a celebrity in Nigeria's tech scene. Here was a young Nigerian founder building a fintech company from scratch, proving that Nigerians could compete on a global stage. His personal story inspired thousands of young entrepreneurs across Lagos, Abuja, and beyond. By 2021, Patricia claimed to have over 850,000 users and was processing 30,000 transactions daily. The company had raised over $1.5 million from international investors. Fejiro was named to Forbes Africa's Under 30 list. Patricia won the award for Africa's best cryptocurrency trading platform. Everything seemed perfect. Patricia had become a household name in Nigeria's crypto world, but as we will see, success can be fragile when it is built on shaky foundations. 2022 marked the beginning of the end for Patricia. In February of that year, the company suffered a devastating security breach that would expose vulnerabilities and ultimately destroy the trust of hundreds of thousands of customers. The hack was sophisticated and devastating. Cybercriminals managed to steal over 2 billion naira, which was approximately $2 million worth of cryptocurrency from Patricia's platform. But what made this attack particularly damaging was not just the amount stolen, but how the company handled the aftermath. Initially, Patricia tried to keep the breach secret. The company continued operating as if nothing happened, while behind the scenes, executives scrambled to figure out what had gone wrong and how to recover the stolen funds. The hackers had exploited weakness in Patricia's wallet infrastructure. This is the system that holds users' cryptocurrencies securely. The attackers gained unauthorized access and were able to transfer funds from customers' accounts to wallets they controlled. For months, Patricia issued vague statements about system upgrades and maintenance announcements without telling users what was really happening. The communication was confusing and left customers in the dark. Some users reported being locked out of their accounts for days. Others noticed delays in withdrawals and deposits. The timing could not have been worse. In 2021, Nigeria's central bank had banned cryptocurrency transactions through regulated banks. This meant that exchanges like Patricia had to rely on peer-to-peer platforms and third-party payment channels, which were inherently riskier. Patricia's customers were already operating in a constrained regulatory environment, and now they were facing problems within the platform itself. What made the situation even more frustrating was the silence from Patricia's leadership. While the company insisted that it was working behind the scenes to recover funds and compensate affected users, detailed explanations were rare. This silence created a vacuum that was filled with rumors, suspicions, and wild speculation. It was not until May 2023, more than a year after the hack, that the security breach became public knowledge. A technology publication called TechNest broke the story, forcing Patricia to finally acknowledge what had happened. By this time, the damage was already done. What had been Nigeria's most trusted crypto platform was now viewed with suspicion and skepticism. Customers were not just worried about the safety of their funds, they were questioning the very integrity of the company they had trusted with their money. In November 2023, the Nigerian police had arrested Wilfred Bones, a gubernatorial candidate who had stolen over 200 million naira from Patricia and laundered 50 million naira through his accounts. Even more explosive, the CEO of Patricia revealed that a sitting House of Representatives member from the Labour Party was actually the mastermind behind the entire hack. Police identified 7 individuals in total, with 6 arrested and 1 still at large. After the hack became public in May 2023, Patricia faced a tsunami of angry customers. Social media exploded with complaints about frozen accounts and missing funds as the hashtag Patricia Nigeria trended nationwide. Patricia's response made everything worse. They introduced the Patricia token, claiming that it would help repay customers. But this was not real cryptocurrency. It was an internal token representing debts that only Patricia controlled. Most customers saw this as another broken promise designed to delay actual refunds. Meanwhile, founder Fejiro Hanu disappeared from public view when customers needed him most. When he finally spoke in late 2023, his explanations raised more questions than answers. The company attempted a rebranding to Patricia Universe, but Nigerians saw this as a publicity stunt. In January 2024, Patricia announced a repayment plan spanning 2 to 5 years. Then in December 2024, they sent an email admitting that fund recovery from arrested politician Wilfred Bones was still ongoing, and that only select customers in the current batch were being refunded while others waited indefinitely. Even industry leaders criticized Patricia. Ezra Olubi, co-founder of Paystack, publicly suggested that Patricia's executives had misappropriated customers' funds before blaming hackers. Nearly 3 years after the hack, Patricia was still asking customers for continued patience while requesting they continue doing business with them. As of June 2025, Patricia Technologies is still operational, but it's now a shadow of its former self. The company that once claimed to process 30,000 transactions daily and serve over 800,000 users is now struggling to maintain customer confidence and complete its promised repayments. In May 2024, rumors began circulating that Patricia was on the brink of complete collapse. Fejiro Hanu once again took to social media to deny these rumors, calling them a media ploy for clicks and confirming that the exchange was still operational. But for customers who have been waiting for years, to get their money back, to trust again will be very difficult. So what lessons can we learn from Patricia's rise and fall? First of all, the story demonstrates the critical importance of security in the cryptocurrency or fintech industry. Patricia's vulnerabilities were exploited because the company did not invest adequately in protecting customers' funds. In an industry where trust is everything, security cannot be an afterthought. Second, transparency and communication are essential during a crisis. Patricia's decision to hide the hack for over a year, followed by confusing and incomplete explanations, only made the situation worse. When customers' money is at stake, honesty is not just the right thing to do, it's the only viable strategy. Third, regulatory oversight is crucial for protecting consumers. Nigeria's cryptocurrency market operates largely without meaningful regulation, which leaves customers vulnerable when things go wrong. The recent efforts by Nigeria's Securities and Exchange Commission to introduce clearer cryptocurrency regulations are a step in the right direction, but more work needs to be done. Finally, due diligence is essential for investors and users. The Patricia story shows the importance of researching companies before entrusting them with your money. Reading terms and conditions, understanding the risk, and staying informed about company communications can help protect you from similar situations. The Patricia story is not just about a failed cryptocurrency exchange. It is a cautionary tale about trust, accountability, and the consequences of putting profits before people. For the hundreds of thousands of Nigerians who lost money in the Patricia collapse, this is not just a story, it is a personal tragedy. Many of these people were young Nigerians trying to build a better future for themselves and their families. They trusted Patricia with their savings, and that trust was betrayed. But this story also offers hope. The arrest made so far shows that justice is possible even when powerful people are involved. The ongoing efforts to regulate Nigeria's cryptocurrency industry shows that lessons are being learned. As Nigeria's cryptocurrency industry continues to evolve, the Patricia story will serve as a permanent reminder of the importance of putting customers first, maintaining the highest security standards, and always telling the truth even when it hurts. That's all for now. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.